Episode 46 in our Air Hauler 2 series starts now. Jumping straight into Air Hauler, we can see that we've now got our 3 planes. Since in the last episode, we purchased the TBM 850. And then not only did we get our type rating for ourselves, we also blasted down to 54 Alpha Zulu with a couple of loads to make some serious cash. And now we're going to take back a load that gets us a bunch of money. So almost $20,000 flying from 54 Alpha Zulu up to KPSP. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and we are going to fly this now. We're going to do that in our TBM 850. Now keep in mind, this cargo capacity is actually based on the passenger element, so having a bunch of passengers. Once you remove those passengers, you have a lot of space for extra cargo. So it turns out that the TBM 850 is actually a pretty good hauler. I'm sure so is the Caravan, but I'm gonna have a lot more fun with this. All right, currently we have 41.9%, so that's 126 gallons. That's a range of 854 nautical miles. We're going 118. We are good for fuel. So let's go ahead and load it on. We have a ton of available. Yep, we are gonna go direct. Our cruising altitude with that kind of a heading, we're gonna go up to 16,000. Absolutely get up there, and let's go ahead and let's do that. Go ahead and jump into the sim. There is our lovely plane. Now what should we do? Well, we probably, just so we don't forget about it, we're going to go into this angle. Fuel and payload, what did we say? We said 126 gallons. Yeah, that's roughly what we should have. 125.7, because that's what we flew in with, so that's a reasonable amount. And we need a cargo of 1565, so we can take a little bit of weight out. 1600, I don't mind being a little bit over. We have plenty of space in our gross weight. We're going to click OK. And we are good to go. Click OK. Air hauler's gonna get ready. Life is good. This time round, I'm thinking I want to do this from the outside. So let's get our...
Welcome to your air hauler flight. Start up and taxi.
Beauty, start up and taxi. Let's get our battery and alternator on. We're gonna go ahead and get into starting. So the N1's rising, and go ahead and insert the fuel. Make sure our brakes are on. Looking for the hot start, looking for the hung start. Thanks, Stevo. All right, and we can go ahead full fuel, and turn off the master caution, turn off the master warning. Oh yeah, listen to that bad boy just go. Alright, we'll put our parking brake on for now. Let's go ahead and hop inside. So, looking up top, let's get rid of our visors. What else did we do right? So when we come back out, those go into the right places. Avionics master comes on. Excellent. The fuel switches go into the proper modes. Turn on our de-ice. Turn on our pitot heat. Go down to our switches. Our inertial separator is on. Good, exactly where it should be. Go ahead, get our taxi light on. And if we go back up, where you've got our strobe, we'll keep our strobe off, put our nav on. Can't see these switches. Must be the dynamic lighting. But yeah, we're gonna get our lights on, lights everything up. All right, all of our switches and everything is good. So if we come back down to our MFD, all right, cabin altitude. So if we can keep an 8,000 foot cabin altitude, sure, that would be great. Goes down, there we go, we are in the green. All right, everything looks good. Turn off that master caution, we'll get rid of those visors again. All right, let's go ahead and look out over our nose. Okay, so home, flight plan, menu, delete all waypoints, okay. Add waypoint, 54 Alpha Zulu, that's where we are. Let's add a waypoint. Let's go ahead and go KPSP, Palm Springs. We're going to go direct, but we are going to add a procedure. We're going to load an approach. And if we do the VOR, that's thermal. So we're going to go ahead and load that approach. And that should be good. Thermal mulch open. Alright, well, if we look at that flight plan, I would say that's exactly where we want to go, and as we get close, we're going to go ahead and do that. So for now, if we go up to here, and if we insert before, we put thermal into there, that'll bring us straight. That's where we want to go. That's how we want to do this. We don't need to be sitting on the ground anymore. Let's get that going. We've got our taxi lights on, and let's release our brakes.
Taxi and take off.
Now we're gonna go, and we are gonna maximize as much of this runway as we can. All right, let's get our nose coming around. There we go. Okay, there we are. All right, brakes are set. I'm gonna go ahead, get that power full. Power set. Full power. Release the brakes. And full back pressure on the call. Full back pressure on that yoke. Let's keep that nose wheel hovering as best we can. Alright. Wheels are on the floor. Airspeed's alive. Just rolling around. Waiting for her to fly off. Come on. Hold on. Okay, now we gotta nose over. Let that airspeed climb. Ha! See, we just touched down again. There we go. There we go. And now we can go ahead and bring up the gear. All about staying in that. There we go. Go ahead and put those flaps up. Flaps are up. Let's go forward. Gotta get the inertial separator off. So inertial separator is now off. Master warning we don't need.
En route. Fly this sector and
Alright.
land at your destination.
And let's get that yaw dampener in. Oof. This thing is a race car. Alright, now we are moving. Roll out here. just going to allow her to climb. Alright, we're going to fly this heading. We are going to go up to our 16,000. 16,000. We're going to do our climb at about 1,500 feet per minute. We're going to go ahead and engage the autopilot. Alright. So, we're also, I gotta get a switch program for this. Gonna go into 850 mode. So there we go. We're going to 850 mode. And now 850 mode. We are a rocket ship at this point. So we can go ahead and increase our climb rate. It's 2,500 feet per minute. Alright, what's ATIS telling us?
Airport information. Romeo 2140.
Romeo.
Wind 29857. Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition. Ceiling 12,000. Broken. Temperature 382. Dew point 2. Altimeter 29826. Visual runway 31. Right in visual runway 31. Left in use.
Oh yeah.
Departing
We're
runway
great.
31. Right in runway 31. Left. VFR aircraft stay direction of flight. All aircraft.
We will be great. No worries.
Initial contact at Romeo.
We will go back to tower. Now, if we wanted to use the old school, look at that, built in.
Palm Springs Airport. Sky condition, ceiling 12,000, broken. Temperature 382, 2.2. Altimeter 2, 986.
Alright, give us our KPSP tower. Fine, we're going to do it via this guy. Tune Palm Springs Tower. Oh, this says that it is different. So the sim's got different numbers.
Palm Springs Airport information, Romeo 2140.
No, 119.7. Let's request full stop landing.
Palm Springs Tower, November 8500, November is 24 miles southeast with Romeo to land. November 850, Sierra, November, Palm Springs Tower, take straight in, runway 31 right, altimeter 2979er.
We're going to ask for a different runway, so let's go with number 2. And let's ask for 31 left.
Palm Springs Tower, Sierra, November, requests runway 31 left. November 850, Sierra, November, Palm Springs Tower, take straight in, runway 31 left, altimeter 2979er. Fly straight in, runway 31 left, Sierra, November.
So we can see the extended runway center lines on the map where the crosshair is. My understanding of a VOR GPS approach like this. I go back to the map. Overlay charts. So here we can see the chart. So we can see how it's overlaid for our approach chart. And the idea is this would bring you to the, because it's a VOR GPS, it's actually a VOR overlay. This would just take you to the threshold. And the circling minima is actually quite high. So that circling minima is essentially going to make it so that as you approach, even from about this distance, we probably would have broken out. We would have broken out from the cloud layer, seen the airport, and then it would be on us to actually fly. So we would take the autopilot, because now we have the runways in sight, and we would be flying ourselves to line up for it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and power back. Because we were letting our speed creep up. And let's go ahead and get those out. We can manually fly this down. Alright, there we go. Now our speed's creeping in nicely. well shot. Go ahead, get it gear down. And we'll go ahead and put in full flaps. And flaps are now full. Full flaps are in. 34 degrees of flaps. Yaw dampener is out. Everything is out. Step on that ball. We are below the glide path.
Sierra November, cleared to land, runway 31 left. Cleared to land, runway 31 left, Sierra November.
Alright, well, we are clear to land. So, gas is on the fullest tank because it auto switches tanks, and the right and the left are well within one another. I'm sure it could bump itself and be happy, but we'll just roll with how it is for now. Undercarriage is down, 3 green, no red. Prop, well, we don't touch those, so that's great. Prop and make sure that that's just a fuel condition marker. And all lights and switches, goddamn autopilot, everything is out. Chart out. Just some terrain warnings. Alright, there we go. One warning. Five hundred. Minimums, continue. Switch threshold.
Sierra November, turn next taxiway.
I'll recommend closing FSX between flight/jobs.
What the?
Sierra November. Contact ground on 121.9.
Will do. Once we figure out what the heck just happened. How did my mixture go to idle cutoff? I was not touching that unless I accidentally dragged it back somehow. But,
0 Sierra November. Did you copy? 121.9 for 0
Yeah,
Sierra
whatever.
November.
alright. Looking outside, good enough. Let's get our flaps up. Let's get all of our lights off. Good enough. So, moving back over to air hauler, getting everything out. Oh, we did it with the approach. See, I messed up. Sorry about that, guys. You didn't see the inside controls. Not that it really matters. But, oh well. Alright, we need to unload all of those cigarettes. Unload. Job completed. Click OK. Boom. All that fuel is out. Finish that flight monitoring. Man, it's a fast flight due to the fact that this thing is quickest. Super fast. Alright. Well, with that, looks like, yep, Daisy is currently here unloading herself. So we've got half of our fleet, and we've got Jessica on the way back to pick up the last of her load. So if we look at what she's got left, she's got this load to pick up. So if we go back to available cargo jobs and we do a quick refresh, we have all these people at KPSP, and we need to look at some other jobs soon. But I guess not right now because they've got things to do. I've got a flight to go catch and I need to sleep. So, episode 46 is in the bag. We got a new plane. We're rolling with another 300 grand in cash. I mean, we could pick up another Bonanza and another pilot and try to keep them busy and see where it gets us. It's a lot we can do. But hey, we'll save that for the next one. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, because that is what helps get YouTube to like me and then promote this. Plus, will help with you guys telling me it's content you want to watch. Thanks for watching, and come see us on the next one.